Hello there, welcome to the Media Coach video tip. As you'll know if you watch these videos regularly, I'm not someone who quotes other people very often, but on this occasion I'm going to. I'm going to quote William Ewart Gladstone, former Liberal Prime Minister of Great Britain 150 years ago, and he came up with some rules for speaking. Gladstone's rules. There were 6 of them. Here they are. Simple words, short sentences, distinct diction, know your argument and test it in advance, know your topic, and watch your audience. All right, the first 3 of those are fairly obvious, aren't they? Simple words, short sentences, distinct diction. We all want to do that sort of thing. It makes sense to be as deliberate and calm and careful as possible in terms of our delivery. And keeping it simple is always good advice. But what about the 4th one? That is about knowing your argument and testing it in advance. That's where a lot of speakers fail, because a lot of speakers think people are going to agree with me, or my argument is blindingly obvious and therefore they're all going to know what I'm talking about. It's always a good idea to test your argument in advance. Try it out on some colleagues, try it out on family and friends and so on. They don't necessarily have to agree with you. The point is they need to understand the argument that you're putting forward. So testing your argument in advance, very important. Knowing your stuff. Rule 5, again, seems blindingly obvious, doesn't it? But you would be amazed how many speakers don't know their stuff. They don't know their content in detail. And you can find that out because when they get to the Q&A section at the end, they don't know the answers to various things. So you do need to be a subject matter expert. You need to know your topic. And the 6th rule, really important, watch your audience. Decide how your audience is feeling, decide what they're thinking, and if necessary, make amendments to your speech. You might even have to talk to someone in the audience to say, did that make sense? Do I need to run through it again? So I think Gladstone's rules, simple words, short sentences, distinct diction, testing your argument in advance, knowing your topic, and watching your audience make a lot of sense. And if you do all those things, you will never make the mistake that he made himself sometimes when he had his weekly audience with Queen Victoria. He was Prime Minister and he had a weekly visit to Buckingham Palace, and Queen Victoria used to complain after he left that Mr. Gladstone addresses me as though I were a public meeting. Well, you don't want to fall into that trap. But if you follow those 6 rules, simple words, short sentences, distinct diction, testing your argument in advance, knowing your stuff, and watching your audience, as Gladstone suggested, you will be a terrific speaker. I wish you the best of luck.